Finding those levels, too. Look at that four-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meets him with a straight left hand.
Oh, and there's a knockdown scored with the left hand.
Right now, we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother, Just Due.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Just Do shine, busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Just Do Boxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Just Do. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
What's good? What's good? What's good, family? How y'all feeling, man? We late. We doing another Just Do Boxing After Dark. We gonna build for a little bit on this boxing, like we always do. Whether it's 4 p.m., 10 p.m., 9 p.m., we gonna talk about it. Double tap the screen, sub to the channel, support the build. We gonna get to it. We gonna talk about it, man. Know y'all seen them, they just released, made it official, this Thurman and Fundora card that we knew was coming, but they got a solid, nice undercard as well, man. We gonna talk about it. Salt Poppy is crazy, yo. It's funny that y'all mentioned Salt Poppy because I was just watching some highlights of this dude come up. It's crazy, but they better put some respect on my boy AB name. Y'all out here tripping. Kyle, cool it. Blessings, Brody. How you feeling, man? Skywalker Boxing. What's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Rosia, what's good with it, fam? Yes, sir, man. Need that boxing voice video one last time. What's that? Which one? Lisa, peace to the queen. Always good to see you. Double tap your screen, sub to the channel if you new. We on the road to 10K and we gonna get there. We doing a late night stream. We gonna grind tonight, man. 88 Sports Talk, what it do? Fate, my dog, what's good with it? JJ in the building. 2 week bug goes to sleep. Shit. Saw Poppy is crazy, man. They wild, man. Disrespect. But if they gonna pay my guy AB, hey, so be it, right? So be it, man. Sonny, what's good with it, fam? Y'all got pardon me. It seemed like every other week I'm losing my voice or something, man. I think I talk too much, y'all. August been kicking my ass. The month of August been kicking my ass. BJ, what's good, homie? Shout out to Roger, man. Carla went off on Tank. I can't find that video nowhere. Oh, 503 Live. What's good, fam? How you feeling? Oh man, you said with the dude going off on Tank. Oh, about the fight. I think I know what you was talking about. I don't know if I still got it in here, but I think I could find it. I think I know what you're talking about, though. Yeah, dude was going crazy. Well, yeah, August been rough, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. August been kicking your boy ass. It got had me on the ropes a couple times, but I'm sweet. I'm punching right on through it. Shit crazy, man. Every time you turn around. You know what I'm saying? I'm on I gotta talk about I'm on stream the other day, y'all. I know y'all was in here when I had to end early. I had to end my stream early out of nowhere. You know, your boy, I'm doing the stream. I'm talking to y'all. My son come in here. He come in here, bust open the door. He like, the cops at the door. I'm like, what? Who, where? Cops. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell going on? Man, yo, you talk about blowing mine. Yeah, that just blew my whole groove, man. I'm like, bro, I can't even talk boxing no more, man. But we here, man. We're going to talk about it, man. Enough of that. We're going to talk some boxing, man. We're going to talk about these fights that's coming up, man, because I like them. Summer ends Monday. To me, it seemed like summer ended a couple weeks ago, y'all. I'm telling you, it'd be terrible. My voice just be going every other week. Dante's Boxing Talk, my dog. What's good with it, bro? Expect Tony to stay retired. Yeah, I thought he was, Fate. I did. YGB Gaming. Someone please tell me y'all got my photo else. Miss Just Do, my baby girl, the queen is in the building. How you feeling? Confused, I think a man saying that Jake Paul versus Tank is better than Canelo versus Bud. Diabolical Casual is insane. Yeah, they don't really believe that, man. They just love their guy, and it's okay. You know what I mean? I rock with Tank heavy too. That's why I'm not against him going to get his bag. And I'm telling you, man, I'm just a different type of supporter. You know, I'm not a selfish fan like that, bro. I know what I be wanting, but I understand that, you know, guys are ultimately going to make decisions that favor them. You know what I mean? Things that make sense for them. So we just always got to leave room for the guys that's taking the punishment to make, you know, decisions that's going to benefit their career, especially financially. Can't stress it enough, man. I hate to be a broken record, but I don't think not too many people are passing up on the opportunity to make the kind of money that they've been echoing that he could make. You get what I'm saying? But it's not a better fight than Bud and Crawford. I mean, Bud and Canelo at all. But it should be entertaining or interesting to see how they're going to work it out as far as the size disparity. That's going to be crazy. So who knows, man? It might be more interesting than what some people may envision, but we just gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, Tank the Businessman Davis, bro. He the bag chaser Davis. He ain't playing. Like I told y'all before, man. You know, that's why I always get these clips, and that's why I play them for y'all so y'all can hear it right from the horse's mouth. When if you ever heard this clip before today, then this move today should.
Another thing about fighters, they wanted to box, or their father made them box. I had to box. I had to get myself out of my situation. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was coming to, I didn't say I'm gonna be this
champion.
Yeah, undisputed champion. Nigga, I was saying I need to get money. I need to get out of my situation. It's another thing why I say, like, once I get to, while I'm at this level, like, it's no point, like, it's no more point to prove to myself. Cause I already, you feel me? I did what I came to do.
You could be mad as you want to be, but when a man is telling you right like that, you just gotta respect that. Put yourself in his shoes. You like, yeah, you know what? It ain't the ideal fight, and it's a number of different fights I would have wanted to see before this. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. You see it, you watch it, you move on, and you see if he give us any of those other fights that we really want to see from him. That's all. But you know, ain't no sense of slandering him. You could criticize it. You could say he bogus. You could say he duck the rematch if that makes you feel good, whatever. But business is always going to be business, and the fight game is always going to be the fight game. At the end of the day, man, it's prize fighting, and these dudes are going to always seek the biggest prize for the kind of punishment that they've subjected to, you know, just being a boxer, bro. It is what it is. You know, it's tough, but it is what it is. Shout out to my dog, Jordan. Show this to the WBA. They going to be like, oh, really? Hands on H.A. Jordan, hands on the chin. WBA going to be like, so, you don't say, huh? Hey, say, hey, you don't want to fight, huh? Nah, that's just what it is, though, man. He just, to me, and I'm a real one. He just saying what a lot of people think. He just brave enough and real enough to say it out loud. You know what I mean? A lot of people want to say that same shit. Tank just said it right there. I'm telling you. He just comfortable enough to say it. Like, bro, I proved it to myself and many other people. I ain't got to prove nothing to y'all. So the naysayers don't really hold no weight in his decision making. That's what he letting people know. Shout out to the homie, man. Dante's Boxing Talk with a 10-piece in the cash. I said for supporting the grind, man. Much love.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Shout out to Dante. Appreciate you, homie, as always, man. Can I be mad if I was getting paid? Still hugged about, yeah. I understand people calling for the belt a little bit now, and I understand it because of the fight, but, you know, I'm more interested in what's after this, because I know what this is, and I ain't going to lose my mind over it because it's clear as day what it is. It's money. It's a financial opportunity that one would be almost pretty much foolish to turn up. You know what I mean? The timing of it is awkward, and it's not the best timing to give us a fight like that right now. But I think he got to strike while the opportunity is available before anything else go amiss. You know, tomorrow's not promised, so you always got to get it now. You know what I'm saying? While you know what I mean? Anything can happen between, you know, now and then, right? Or next year, or 2 years from now. Like, you just, it's risky to bet on that. You just got to go do, you know what I'm saying? Got to kind of do what's best for you, what make the most sense. And I think that's what he's doing, right? I think that's what he's trying to do. You know what I'm saying? To a degree. And it is, you know, some people gonna rock with it, some people not. You get me? So for me, I don't trip out because exhibition's been a part of the sport for years and years, right? It wouldn't be the first time. It's just in this day and age, everybody got an opinion, and people are so, you know, irresponsible with it that those are the opinions that sometimes echo the loudest. It's weird, bro. It's weird, but like I said, man, I'm just all about supporting these guys, and I get it, man. Moves ain't gonna be ideal all the time, so this is just one off, and let's see what he give us after this. Let's see how this play out and where his mind is at from that point on. You know, so maybe he ride off into the sunset, maybe he take one more and ride off. Who knows? But I'll sit back. I just know it's so much good fight boxing coming up. Like, for example, y'all, because we're gonna get to this, we're gonna talk about it. This is a solid card coming up right here, man. With Fundora and Keith Thurman. This is unexpected. Like, you got to give Keith Thurman a lot of respect for this, man. This is not a fight. This is not an ideal matchup for a guy that had been dealing with inactivity. Like, this would be the first time he fought back-to-back in years, right? Twice within the same year. It's been years since he's done that. So, you know, he's dealing with that. And then he got an anomaly in the ring, and Sebastian Fundora is oddly shaped, tall-ass, long, straw, man. He like the human slender man. That's going to be a wild-ass fight. That's going to answer every question I think we got about Keith Thurman. If his body could take punishment, if he can deal with the younger guys of the division, how much, you know, tread he still got left on his tire, right? How many fights he got left. This going to answer a lot. Because this shit right here, this telling you get beat up by Fundora the wrong way, man. You might not be fighting again. I'm telling you, let that long praying mantis start putting them hands on you, it's going to get bad. And you need not to let that happen. You get me? If you Keith Thurman, you got to be on point. You better be in shape, Keith. I'm telling you now. You better be in shape. You better have a damn game plan. And you better come to box, bro. I'm telling you, be in 15-round shape for this tall, long, slinky of a man. I'm telling you, bro, this should go. It could get ugly real fast with him. and it is spooky. This could be a career ender. I'm not even playing. The way Keith been out, like if this end up being a grueling type of fight, because you know Keith tough, man. You know what I mean? He could take a little something. He ain't no slouch, man. Keith Thurman, you know, been in some good fights, man. He's been tested. He's battle tested. Remember, at once upon a time, he was looked at as one of the best welterweights in the world. You know what I mean? And still to this day, he only has the one lone defeat to Manny Pacquiao in a split decision. So, man, this might not be as easy as what some people may think for Fundora, man. The old vet and Keith Thurman might come and box his head off. He might box him, use them legs, utilize them angles, man, give him different looks, use that speed. And you know they say power is the last thing to go. He still look like he's pretty strong up there at 54. Look like he can crack still. We all know, look, Brian Mendoza caught Sebastian Fundora with a punch he didn't see, and he stopped him. You get what I'm saying? So let's not forget that one of these guys out of the two has been stopped before. Keith Thurman has been on the ground, but he ain't been stopped. Sebastian Fundora got punched into another universe. You get what I'm saying? And he sat there on the ground. He didn't even try to get up. He sat there and just looked at the ref, shook his head. I think his nose was bleeding and everything. He just sat there like shook his head like, yeah, he got me. It's over. Bro said, nah, yeah, it's over. He ain't even try to get up. Bro just said, hell nah, I'm cool down here, ref. Go ahead, keep counting. He kicked his ass, Keith, first time fighting twice since 2016. Appreciate you, Rosa. Yeah, man, so that's just to put things in perspective. That's 2016. We in 2025. Get what I'm saying? So he got something to prove. This ain't going to be no easy fight. At one time, we're going to box Fundora head off, man. I hope so. I hope you're right, because I would like to see that. Low-key, I don't think people talking about this fight enough. And I think Keith Thurman winning to be good for boxing because Fundora is young. He can still bounce back. You know, obviously Keith Thurman is much older at this point toward the tail end of his career, but that'll put him in a really good spot. That'll be very interesting if Keith Thurman was able to dethrone Sebastian Fundora, take the titles. Now Keith Thurman's a champion because remember, you still got guys like Charlo out there talking crazy. Charlo issuing challenges to everybody. And remember, him and Keith Thurman was going back and forth too. Remember that little phone call, the little FaceTime call or whatever they was on, talking, going back and forth. That fight would always be interesting, man. It'd be more interesting if Keith Thurman is able to get a win over somebody like Sebastian Fundora, a guy that I know he's going to be looking at as the underdog against, man. He's not going to be the favorite at all in that fight. I don't think so. You know, inactivity, Sebastian Fundora being a career 54-pounder, obviously more fights, more active. He's battle tested as well, and he's just a freakishly tall guy for the weight class. Super long. He got the reach of a damn heavyweight. You know what I mean? The height of a damn shooting guard, right? That's an anomaly in the sport of boxing, and he's fighting at 154 pounds. So Keith Thurman got to deal with all that shit, and it ain't gonna be easy. Got his work cut out for him. Hope he pack a lunch for this fight because it's gonna be rough for him. I'm gonna tell you that now. But boxing, them legs are gonna be important. Feet, you know what I mean? Angles, changing changing the looks, not being stationary. You can't stand right in front of that guy. And you gotta watch out for him if the fight goes in the inside at all, because he can generate good power with them uppercuts, good leverage on them shots in the inside for a tall, long guy like that. And that's rare. So Sebastian Fundora got some qualities about him that definitely make him, you know, just a freak of a talent, man. And he's dangerous. And he could take a pretty good punch. But, man, I'm telling you, Keith, take a page out of Brian Mendoza's book, bro. Take a page out of Brian Mendoza's book. Got to crack his ass with a shot. Set him up. Catch him with a shot he don't see. I'm telling you, shake his brain up, because if it happened once, it can happen again. You get what I'm saying? And we all know Keith is really good at landing that punch, man. So for me, I think that the approach is going to be what's interesting for me. The approach of Keith Thurman, right? How he going to approach this fight? You get what I'm saying? Because if y'all know Keith Thurman like to catch guys slipping early or try to jump on guys early. You get what I'm saying? And he's been known. Remember, he caught Danny Garcia early in they fight, buzzed him a little bit. You get what I'm saying? Caught him off guard. Could he do that to Fundora? Would he catch him early? Would he try to jump on him and just land a shot? He ain't prepared for him. I'm telling you, because he is a really big target. And he got a long way down. We've seen it with Mendoza. Mendoza placed them shots perfectly, set him up, clipped his ass, and like turned his lights out. He disconnected him from his senses for a second. Get what I'm saying? Can you imagine how Keith gonna be talking? I'm telling you, none a better offense than Zoo. Yeah, I think so, Roger, because mentality and style, Roger. Keith, Zoo only knows one way: come forward and go. Right? Keith Thurman can give you lateral movement, could box going backwards. He could switch it up, give you different looks, right? He could change levels on you, fight at the multiple ranges. Keith Thurman got a nice bag on him if you ever watch. Well, we obviously know that for the ones that watch him. So he can box. He's smart, got a good IQ. So I just think his approach would allow him to mount a better offense, if you get what I'm saying. Roger, Tim Zoo just coming forward and trying to blast guys out. That shit don't work. Like, how I know that's what he do, because he said he crash and burn, and that's exactly what he said he didn't want to do. So that style is very dangerous. It's entertaining, but that you could get your shit short circuited really fast and really early if you're not careful. So that's what Tim Zoo had to find out the hard way. He found that out the hard way, man. He got blitzed in that fight. So yeah, I think Keith Thurman, being a smarter guy, you know what I mean, more versatile, high IQ type of guy. He's a smart fighter, bro, smart boxer with good power. He's gonna utilize the legs, I think, and try to box Fundora, man, create his openings. Whereas, you know, Tim Zoo, just like I say, he just put his helmet on and go, right? And that shit be getting him hurt. You know what I mean? Shout out to my guy Russell. Appreciate you, family. Fundora, one of them fighters, you probably going to the hospital, win, lose, or draw. I'm telling you, Tim Zoo was getting on before the cut. That is absolutely true. And he got in that first fight. Look, he fought his ass off despite having that hole in his head, Cal. But I just think that took something out of him. And in the rematch, you've seen it, like the Bach round fight, the rematch with Tim Zoo and Fundora was bad. Like, I just think he was unable to ever go to like a plan B. He only got a plan A to me, Tim Zoo. He don't have a plan B. His plan B is plan A, right? His plan C is plan A, if you get what I'm saying. So he don't really be having a backup. And when what he don't initially work, he's in trouble. And that's what we're seeing with Tim Zoo. So that style, like I said, is very entertaining and it's effective when it's working. But when you run into somebody that's putting up more resistance than you anticipated and what your style can handle, then you run into situations like he did with Fundora in the rematch, like Bachram in that fight. So it's always going to be tough for Tim Zoo because of the way he fight. If he goes in there with somebody with obviously more versatility and more of a bag than him, right? You know what I'm saying? He's just not a guy that has a multitude of plans to me. Like it's all or nothing. Tim, that's just how he fight. I'm gonna get you, you gonna get me. And he been getting got in more recent memory. You know what I mean? More recent time. So back to the drawing board for Tim. We're gonna see where he end up at. Back around here. Yeah, he said hit him with a pop. So I'd be shocked to keep wins. Also on his point to Fundora. Yeah, Tim Zoo is done. I don't think Tim Zoo is done per se, but I think his road back, he has to be very strategic about it. You got to be smart. You got to be careful, mindful. It can get really bad for him in there. You know what I'm saying? Because he's already got some wear and tear. You seen the book on him. You seen him get stopped. You seen him get cut. You seen him get battered, bruised. You seen his confidence get shaken, right? He just now the mystique is not there. The guy, the soul snatcher, whatever they was calling him, he not looking like no soul snatcher. He been getting his soul snatched respectfully. You know what I'm saying? So Tim Zoo got to battle his way back. Same way he got to where he was at. He got to, have that same mentality, drive, and hunger to get himself back to where he once was. But it's going to be even harder this time around because this is multiple fights later, losses, wear and tear, confidence being shaken, all that different stuff. You're getting older. So, it's going to be interesting to see if he can evolve as he continue in his career. You know what I mean? Finding ways to be more successful without taking as much punishment, right? That's going to be his battle, right? Finding balance and being that entertaining guy, that come forward guy, but also having your defense intact enough where you're not just getting punished even when you win. So because that's a crash and burn kind of style, and that you don't last long like that. So we'll see. You know, from Thurman legs. Yeah, man. It's all about management too. For me, Dante, them early rounds specifically, you got to manage those early rounds and be smart. Because again, Fundora is going to be looking to put pause on him, and he punching combination. Fundora is learning how to fight tall, use that jab, stay patient, be more disciplined, and that could be trouble for Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman want to force Fundora to make mistakes, man. And when that long linky guy make a mistake, you gotta make him eat one. Like I said, I'm telling you, man. I hope he got a really good game plan, because I like the way Mendoza set that knockout kill shot up. He just caught him. It was perfectly timed, man. He wasn't prepared. He just didn't see that shot coming. I think Keith Thurman is a damn good puncher. If he can get that money shot in there, man, he can make things interesting, man. And like I said, Fundora got a long way down, bro. Technique was good with he said putting a cool 50 on Fundora by stoppage, a cool bull by decision. I feel that. That sound like a good bet, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can understand why you going, but making for the pick. Not bad job, baby. Do in there, baby. Do. Double tap the screen for your boy. We're gonna keep building. But yeah, man, it's a fun fight, man. But to not just them, y'all see what the undercard is. I thought I had the picture in my thing, man. I thought I ain't put this picture in here. That's crazy. I put all this other stuff in and didn't put the picture in here. But they got O'Shaquie Foster and Cool Boy on that card. Look, you think Shaq gonna beat Cool Boy? It was gonna be a really good fight, bro. Cool Boy took a lot of O's. He got it out the mud. He been fighting undefeated fighters since like 3-0, bro. Definitely battle tested for sure. Slept on, especially after the NUA loss. I don't know. I think Shaq gonna have his hands full. I believe Shaq is older. Obviously, more losses. I think Cool Boy inside game definitely is better. He can fight from a distance as well. He can box. He can fight at all three ranges, man. He's a little bit fresher. I understand he got stopped. Shaq got them 3 losses. I get it. 2 of them was really early in his career. One of them was that pretty much a robbery that people felt like with the consistency out. But I don't know, man. Cool Boy going to be a handful for him, I believe. And to me, I could see this fight being taken on the inside, because I see Cool Boy being able to do the better work in there. I could be wrong, but we're going to see. But Shaq a dog, man. And I think it's a 50-50 matchup. I think it's a pick'em fight, right? I can't be mad at nobody saying they got Cool Boy. I can't be mad at nobody saying they got Shaq, because I think it's really one of them fights. It's a pick'em fight. It's a fight where both guys got to come on their P's and Q's, cross T's and dotted I's, man. You got to leave no stone unturned, that kind of thing. You got to be switched on the entire fight. And Shockey, some people were picking him because of the dog that he showed late in a particular fight, where Hernandez, the way he showed that he could pull out, dig deep, and go get his guy. But yeah, I heard somebody saying that they think Shaq gonna take Cool Boy into the later rounds and drown him. I'm like, what? I don't know what damn Cool Boy you've been watching, but I don't think it's no taking Cool Boy into no later rounds and drowning him. I ain't seen nobody do nothing like that. So that man can fight, be conditioned pretty well. He got a good punch output. Cool Boy got a bag as well, man. He's just been doing this shit for a while. He's fought at the highest level. He's been a champion, unified champion at that. Yeah, he moving in the Shock division, but man, if you know how I know, man, Cool Boy could have been up there at 130. So I don't think it's going to be no big deal about him moving into the division at all. I think it's just going to be business as usual for him. But it's going to be a battle of the wits, man. Whoever got the better game plan, that type of shit, the battle of the wills, the minds, right? It's going to be a thinking man's game. This shit is going to be a chess match, but it could also turn into a fight. Like I said, because you can see Cool Boy is a bit versatile and he can mix it up. Like I say, he can choose the box and be on the outside, pick his shots, create his openings, right? Or you could take the fight to the inside and be a damn pest. You get what I'm saying? Like he did with Figueroa. So he's not going to be easy to deal with. And same for Shock Sharp. We got a lot riding on this. Like, think about it. He got 3 losses. He ain't trying to lose again. And he the champion. He's the defending champion. Shaq ain't going without his belt. He ain't about to let you get me. That's why it's so much the game for the winner and nobody's trying to lose. This is like in different ways, it's must win. Shaq could be going on his 4th loss. And then Cool Boy, even though he only would have 2 losses, people would still look at him like, see, told you, man, he ain't the same fighter. He ain't the same at 130. So, you know what I mean? He ain't been the same since Monster anyway. But, nah, man, I think people got to sit tight and sit back. And I think this is going to be a good one, bro. I really do. Just think Shaq a better boxer from distance. He could be. I just think through their careers, Cool Boy has been the more consistent performer, right? He's had more close fights as well, too. He's had fights where he had to come from behind, get knockouts, different things like that, like the Conceição fights. Both of them, to me, were close. Thought he got the nod in the first one for sure, but they took it from him. He got it in the rematch, but it looked like the rematch was closer than the first one, but he edged it, So I just look at those fights like Rocky Hernandez. I feel like Cool Boy wouldn't struggle with those guys. Me personally, I don't feel like that. I feel like because of the versatility, because of the things that he's able to do and how he's able to switch it up, I feel like that'll put him in position in a different type of situation with these guys if he were to fight them. And I could be wrong, but I think like when it comes to just versatility, he might be a bit stronger in the inside. Shaq might have an edge on the outside because he pick his shots really well. But his approach is going to be key too, because remember, he elected to go out there and box with Conceição in that first fight because he wanted to show his skills, box and not get hit, shit like that. And it's almost like he got penalized for showing what he could do in there. Is he going to make that same mistake against Cool Boy? You get what I'm saying? Let me pull this picture up, man. What are we talking about? You get what Is he going to make that same mistake against Cool Boy, right? Come out there with the wrong game plan or the wrong mentality. And I'm just asking a question, not saying that he is. And I thought he boxed damn good against Conceição in that first fight. I really did. I thought he did his thing, but obviously the judges seen something different. But it's all about temperament and approach with these guys like this, bro. Neither guy could afford to not be switched on. I'm telling you, it's really going to be one of them type of fights. I mean, the winner going to definitely have bigger opportunities, man. This would be big for Cool Boy if he can pull it off. That's why I say he's going to be motivated to win. This man done been counted out by his damn family, bro. He took a loss to Monster anyway. His own mom counted him out. That's a different type of motivation, bro. I know you get what I'm saying, and just get back where he need to be and be even competing for a title is great. You know what I'm saying? It's dope. So, man, he fighting with a real one in those Shocky Foster. I'm just all for it, man. I can't wait to see it, man. I'm glad they made this shit official and should be fun to see, man. Good card, man. Main event is strong. Like I said, can't act like Fulton has a sturdy chin. I don't think his chin is bad though, man. I just feel like Monster anyway is Monster anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's self-explanatory, right? That dude punched like a damn Mack truck, but yeah, he got knocked down by Carlos Castro. But I feel like that was him trying to get back. He did. That was him the first fight moving up. See how much he looked a lot more sturdy in that rematch against Brandon Figueroa. Like, he didn't have a lot of bad moments. Is my audio all right? I see Sonny saying breaking up. Is my audio all right? I had to unplug my mic for a second. Double tap the screen for you, boy. We're going to keep rolling. So, like I said, y'all, Ramos versus Mosley Jr., that might get ugly. I ain't going to lie. Mosley Jr. is 30. And he got some experience. He got some fights in, but man, that might be a bit much. Pardon me, y'all. Yeah, I had unplugged my mic for a second. But yeah, man, that Ramos Jr. and Shane Mosley, that's gonna get ugly. That could get ugly. I ain't gonna hold you. Ramos Jr. a dog, man. He like a buzzsaw. He keep coming. Strong. I know he been working on that conditioning because it seemed like he seen him slow down a bit in a couple fights, still get wins, but we're gonna see. But I Mosley is sturdy, man. He is. I could see it. He could make it the distance. He could, but he better have an offensive game plan. That I know. He gotta have a game plan. And as far as Tony Harrison, man, look, I like to support the guys. If he feel like he still got something in the tank, let's see it. He had me worried in his last fight. He got knocked down. Still got the win, but man, he fighting this guy, Lucero, man, 17-0, 13 knockouts. Got his work cut out for him. Let's just say, because we all know boxing is a young man's game. You can't be out here playing with these young boys, bro. You can't be out here playing with these young boys, man. So Tony Harrison got to be he got to be smart, man. He got to just box, because he older, wear and tear, multiple knockout losses. Obviously at a much different point in his career than Isaac Lucero is. So, look, when Tony is on his A game, he could box with the best of them. We know that. But it's the conditioning for me. I don't think it's no glass jaw. I don't think it's that. You know what I mean? I think it's conditioning. I think once the conditioning gets tested and he starts to fatigue, man, he's susceptible to those big shots. And, it's easier for you to get hurt when you're tired, when you fatigued. And that's what you see with him. You've seen it in his very first loss as a professional against Willie Nelson. That was a 10-round fight. That was a 10-round fight against Willie Nelson. And shit, bro, in the 10th round, he got clipped, caught, and stopped. You know what I mean? Because he got tired. And you've seen something similar, like he slowed down a bit in the Charlo rematch. Tim Tszyu was just all over his ass. That was just all bad for him. But, when Tony Harrison's on his A game, bro, he can box with the best of them. That man he's sweet with the hands, bro. He got some hands for real, bro. He really do. You know what I'm saying? He said it should be free on Amazon, respectfully. I get it, but I think they it's just one of them things, man. Look, it's PBC, bro. I ain't even surprised. You get me? They cars ain't been rolling out. It seemed like the way that they have, and since Amazon stepped in, right? And they just squeezing that limit, Jordan. You get me? And that's what they doing here. This about to be an $80 pay-per-view. Try not to complain, but I don't. Yeah, it's business. I don't think this should be a pay-per-view either, bro. I'm with you 1,000,000%. I don't. I'm not gonna hold you because look, not to complain because I'm not gonna do that, but we just gonna talk about it. Keith Thurman just not being active this week. They putting a lot on Keith Thurman and Fundora right now. Get me? I get it. Trying to push Fundora, trying to grow him, but is Keith Thurman? You know what I mean? He's been too inactive. I don't think we should have to pay for an $80 pay-per-view for this. I ain't gonna hold you. But I'll try to look at the glass half full. Look, Keith Thurman is getting, 2 fights within a year. Maybe that's good for him. It is a crazy matchup. This will get a lot of questions answered about Keith Thurman, Sebastian Fundora as well, I believe. More so about Keith, though, because of what point he had in his career. Then you got Shock Foster and Cool Boy. I think everybody in boxing is going to enjoy that fight. I haven't heard a single solitary soul complain about seeing Shock and Cool Boy. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, people were a little disappointed because that fight was initially slated to take place on a Tank and Roach rematch, but that got scrapped when the Tank fighting Jake. Lamont about to figure out what he gonna do. Some say he fighting Gabriel Flores, so we're gonna see. But like I said, I don't see nobody complaining about Shock Foster and Cool Boy. And then, you know, look, Jesus Ramos, it's a stay busy fight. Look, there's no way they expecting him to lose to Shane Mosley Jr., who's sturdy. Like I said, maybe he takes him the distance and don't get stopped. But I think that fight could get ugly potentially. And Tony Harrison, he got to be right, man, because he got knocked down his last fight. He had me worried. He taking on his undefeated youngin. It's going to be full of energy and confidence. He ain't lost. So Tony Harrison, you're going to have to teach this young man how to lose, man. That's going to be a dangerous fight for him, I think, at this stage in his career. But nonetheless, he taking another fight. So, all right, look, it is what it is, Tony. You know, it is what it is. I like it, man. You like it, I love it. Mosley, you taking the distance. Yeah. Yeah, that's what he might do. He might end up taking him the distance. He might end up taking him the distance. That's my dog in the back, Aunt McQueen. What's good with it?
Chilling, man. On the road.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, sir.
On the road.
Nah, you spot on with that Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, Sebastian Fundora.
Right.
Keith got to utilize them legs. Now, you got to be a cyclist as long as he could give him angles. Because one thing about Fundora is, like, Fundora, he ain't got the quickest feet. So you get up underneath his jab, attack him in the middle, maybe smother, spin out, rinse, wash, repeat. Like you said, don't stay up in there too damn long because he got a nice little inside game with him.
Right. I'm telling you. I'm with you. That's how you got to do it.
That's how you got to get him, them angles.
Got to.
And then utilize the speed. Hit him with a couple of feints, get him to open up. Change levels on him.
I'm telling you.
Get low,
man, and try to set up that kill shot, man. Like Mendoza got him.
Yep.
Mendoza surprised the hell out of him. Yeah, that's a good point, Kyle. You gotta watch out for them elbows. And if he get in the inside, them uppercuts are lethal. For a tall guy, he's able to generate really good leverage on his shots, which is impressive to me. So it's like a pick your poison with that tall, long dude. But level changes, angles, not standing right in front of this dude. Man, try to set some traps, man. I don't know, man. I ain't got all the answers, but you got to be smart with Fundora because he's getting smarter as a fighter. And that's only going to make him a tougher guy to deal with. So, yeah, man. Keith, yeah, you picked a good time to you picked a hell of an opponent to fight, for the second time this year. Brock Jarvis to Fundora. Okay, Keith, we see you.
Might as well go big or go home, though, because Keith is, 36 now? It don't make no sense to keep fighting these middle-of-the-pack guys or the dudes who are cannon fodder. You might as well go for the gusto. You know what I'm saying? Get the bang for your buck. I don't see Fundora as being like a dirty guy, though, so I don't think that the elbows are too much of an issue. I rewatched that fight with Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu ran himself into that damn elbow. I don't know what Tim was thinking or what he was doing. He tried to break the distance, but he just charged in head first, went straight into Fundora's elbow. So, and I haven't seen anything in any other fights that would suggest that Fundora is dirty or he uses his elbows intentionally. But they are definitely sharp, though. Dude ain't got no muscle mass on them damn forearms, nothing. It's just all just bone, skin and bone. Roger, you got to keep getting beat up. I mean, it can happen. It can happen. Especially if he catches him with a nice little shot to the body and he's able to press the action on Keith. Because I got to say, to Keith's credit, we've seen him hurt to the body several times to the point where he spit out the gum shield and he got on his bike. But nobody's ever been able to seal the deal. Like Josecito Lopez had him really hurt in the 7th round. Luis Colasso. What's my man's name? Mario Barrios had a moment, hurt Keith real bad to the body. But Keith is a survivor. Pacquiao put him down early in that fight, caught him with a flash knockdown. Like, Keith is one of them dudes where it's like if you get him hurt, Good luck with trying to corral him. He gonna find a way. Tony Harrison. I just need my man Tony to stay awake the whole damn fight. We see what happens with him in the 9th round. It's almost like his batteries get knocked out his back or his USB cord get unplugged, however you want to frame it. He just seems to have these big-time lapses at the worst moments, the most inopportune times. That's when he has these lapses. Willie Nelson caught him in the 9th, stopped him. Tim Tszyu stopped him in the 9th. I think it was Jared Hurd might have stopped him in the 9th as well. Charlo stopped in the 11th. That last fight that he had on the Clarissa Shields undercard, he got dropped in the 9th.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if Tony Harrison, if he could stay awake in his fight, I like his chances. Tony got skills.
Right. Tony gotta come ready, man. You gotta know what he up against, man. Fundora bound intense. He just awkward. Oh nah, I thought. Oh yeah. Nah, I didn't.
I hear you, Cal.
What's his name? The Espinoza cat. I definitely think he did Robisi dirty, but Fundora not so much. I don't think Fundora a dirty guy, but
that looked dirty as hell. That looked dirty.
Espinoza was wild.
Oh my lord,
that was nasty.
Had my man's eye looking all tore up.
Mm-hmm. That was nasty what he did.
And Robisi was boxing well up until that point too. He was like low-key getting into the business, and then out of nowhere, that eye just puffed up crazy. Go back, look at the replay. I want to shoot Espinoza some bail because he's a good fighter, and that was the first fight that I've seen of his where he resorted to that type of tactic. But I mean, when it happens too many times, it feels like it's too. It's happened with too much regularity for it to be coincidental. Same with like Katie Taylor rubbing the crown of her head and Amanda Serrano's cut. Like, yo, that shit just looked too. It
looked wild, didn't it?
Yeah. So you lead him with the head, rubbing it all in the cut.
Right.
They want to say it's accidental. I'm like, if it happened once, yeah, all right. But now it's looking like a trend.
Yeah.
I think the card is solid though. Who you got with Shock and Cool Boy? I'm on the fence on that one.
I swear I am too. I'm kind of back and forth because it's like I see areas where both of them could shine and scenarios where both of them could win. And I don't know, it's just gonna come down to preparation, man. I want to see how they're gonna look when you get closer to this fight. But it was like 1 minute I'm thinking Shot. Maybe then I'm looking at Cool Boy, how he been tested. You know what I'm saying? Despite the loss, he did bounce back. Shock has some really close calls with some people that I just feel like he should have beat a little more cleanly. That's all. So it's like
I could agree with that. Especially the Conceição, because the thing with Shock, the thing with Shock though is like sometimes like he be trying to look a little too clean.
Yeah.
Like, bro, it's like when you got them opportunities, you got to pick them spots. Like everybody can't do the Shakur Stevenson, De Los Santos, where you just completely minimize the other guy and you got him hesitant to throw. So now it just looks like you getting walked down and the other guy's pressing the issue. That's how it looked in the Conceição fight. Despite the fact that his defense was pretty damn good in that fight. Conceição wasn't landing at a high clip. He wasn't efficient. But Shock wasn't able to like stall him with feints or just do little things to give this guy pause. He wasn't regulating the action. But his defense was on point.
Right. His work on offense just didn't just didn't stick. I don't know. It just wasn't like the shots he was landing. It was like, okay. But you wasn't putting no belt on him, man. We wanted to see you put belt on Conceição. I seen him get his ass whooped in person by Shakur. You get me? Like, I seen Shakur really beat his ass right in front of him, man. I'm looking for you to kind of, I guess, do the same thing. Because I'm seeing what you're doing. I'm like, okay, you want to box this dude. But it's like, it should end up costing him. So it's like, that's the thing that make me sometimes switch over too, because what is his approach going to be for this fight? Is he going to come to box? Or is he going to like mix it up? What is going to be? You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen him had a wrong game plan with Cool Boy. He just got his, monster anyway. He just handed his ass to him. You know what I mean? But aside from that, like, that dude get the boxing on you, man. He making shit difficult for these guys he being here with. And he started winning. Like, look how he won his last fight. Look how, you know what I mean? Look at them recent before. Even having to get up off the deck. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just like the fact that he battle tested the way he is, man. It's like I go back and forth. I ain't made a solid pick yet, but I wouldn't be surprised to see either guy win this fight. Now, Alicia going. I think he said it was hard to train her and something. He opened up about that recently. Alicia. We don't blame you, Tony. We don't blame you. Cool boy, better at 130. Yeah, yo. He get kind of big, man. Word, man. Shot getting up there. 30 plus.
Yep. That's the other thing too, man, that I'm curious about with Shot. Like, how much of it is him trying to manage and not exert himself? Because I was noticing in the fight with Nova, he had some moments where you hurt him real bad. Like, I can't remember what round it was, but I remember because I seen the fight live, and Nova's corner did one of the smartest things I seen. Like, one of his cornermen knocked a bottle of water over, and it brought it to the ref's attention. So, yo, ref, there's water over here. We got to clean this up. So he bought Nova some time. But then, like, when the action, hell yeah. Listen, if I'm getting my ass whooped, I need my coach to do the same thing. Hey, coach, Bobby, some time. Do something. Help me out, man.
That's slick as hell. That's funny.
But when the action resumed, though, Shock didn't seem like he had the same urgency. It's like he just let him off the hook.
Right.
So I'm looking, I'm like, damn, like, did he, like, shoot his load? Like, when he tried to get him up out of there? Like,
and that right there, that certain rounds where he allow him to be too quiet, where you don't really do much. And it's like, I think a guy like Cool Boy capitalizes off shit like that. And then, seeing the Cigar Talk interview and hearing him admit to like living that life, still clubbing and stuff like that, little stuff like that, shit you can't measure on paper, man. Show up in the fight. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see if that's the point that he at, or if I'm just, seeing it wrong right now. But we gonna find out. Cause I always listen to that. I be hearing that, like, yeah, because we knew it. Once upon a time you had 1 foot in, 1 foot out. That's why you felt like you lost early in your career. You know what I mean? When you got that shit right, you went on a hell of a winning streak. And they had to take one from you recently for you to lose. So, I mean, this is a big fight for him just for that reason, because he can't afford to lose. A1 Hoop Zone, what it do, brother? Sean said, Ali versus Cooper. They cut the globe.
Yeah, them skills are there for him, bro. Them skills, the skills are there with Shot. Like, Shot got it, but it's like you said, bro, he be just looking too lackadaisical at times. Like, he's going through the motions, and defensively, he'll still be sharp, but the offense, he be going through them spells, and I'm like, damn, Shock, you got to do something. You got to let your hands go. And what we've seen from my man Cool Boy, I feel like if it turns into a fight where both of these guys got to grind it out, I think that would favor him. Like, going back, looking at the first fight with Brandon Figueroa, and I was noticing, I'm like, damn, like, every time these guys were on the inside, Cool Boy was getting the better of the work. He was able to push him back, able to be physical. He was like real sturdy.
Right.
To the point where his coach was barking on him after the ninth, like, yo, just keep stepping to him, keep backing him up. He can't do nothing with you when you press him. And we see that's pretty much how the second fight went.
All right.
So if it turns into that type of fight, I'm like, man, I think there's a chance where Shock could just get out hustled.
He can't have those quiet rounds that he be having with some of these other guys, because some of these other guys ain't as good as what I believe Cool Boy is. So you got to be smart with really taking advantage in those rounds. They don't need a lot of, those little, just moments where you're not pressing the issue or not really doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because you got all the skill in the world, but don't be too economical with the punches, overthinking. It's a lot of that. Like, you got to go to work. I think Cool Boy going to be on point.
I think so too. And that's the one area where I feel like there's a considerable amount of separation between the two, because if we just talking about from like the outside mid-range defense, just sharpness, acuity, I feel like they neck and neck. But we seen with my man Cool Boy, especially in that fight with Figueroa, like if it turned into a dog fight and he got to thug it out, he got that. And it seemed like with Shock, once again, I don't know if it's that 130-pound weight cut or if it's what you were saying, him still kind of living the life and partying a little bit here and there. You need that extra reserve, and it ain't there because, you used it up in the club.
Yeah, because if you got to dig deep, how you did against Hernandez, that's cool because we seen you do it before, but the difference is he ain't Hernandez. He's a better guy. So that is going to be different. You get me? If you got to come from behind against Cool Boy, that's going to be a tougher feat.
Yes, it is.
That shit going to be hard to deal with. So you got to manage them early rounds. Fire frequency was good on. You got to manage them early rounds the right way. Can't let him get away from him, bro. You can't let him mount no lead on you. So that's going to be crazy. Gonna get crazy. So, you know what I mean? That's what it be. Like, he get his shit off in rounds, but sometimes it be a little too much tit for tat, where you don't really put a stronghold on the rounds and kind of let guys hang around, fight be closer than it need to be.
Yep. Gotta separate, man. You gotta separate. And I believe in Shock mentally, because I believe Shock is mentally tough. It's a great call back to the, because they were about to rob that man. They had him down 11, nothing on the cards. That shit was absurd. I'm like, there's no way in hell he didn't win a single round in that fight.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. They were trying to take that one from him, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, they were, because it was a hometown fight. It's in Mexico. It's a house fighter. So they want to give their guy, and if I'm not mistaken, that was Shock's last fight over there with Matchroom or something like that. So they're not about to let him just take one on the way out. Like, he really had to go get it. So I think that mentally, if it comes to that point where he got to pursue it with Cool Boy, I believe he can. I got questions about the physical part. Like, does he have the gas to do
it? Cool Boy?
No. Shock.
That's what I'm saying. I seen somebody say they think Shock gonna take Cool Boy into the later rounds and drown him. I'm like, what? Nah, that's not gonna happen. That's not a good game plan, because the fight gonna be over before you see Cool Boy gassed. I don't think I've seen him ever gassed in no fight ever. I ain't seen that.
Yep. The flattest I've seen him look was in that Inoue fight. He looked flat as hell in that fight.
Yeah.
And that's all props to Inoue. I'm not even about to go down that road and talk about how the man should have left 122 and all that. Inoue handled business with what he had in front of him. You know what I mean? Did his thing. But that was the flattest I've ever seen him look. Yeah, and you got to figure, like, Cool Boy don't got, like, Scooter, he don't got, like, a crazy amount of knockouts. So he going the distance more often than not. So, like, clearly, the guy is like a 10-round, 12-round fighter. So, yeah, I don't think that's a good game plan either. If anything, I would say Shock. I think Shock got some sneaky pop. I think he got some underrated power with him. But the thing with him is a matter of setting things up and letting things go. Because like that fight with Conceição, there was so many opportunities for him to counter, but he just reset. I'm like, bro, you got to take those. The guy throw that shot, he leave himself wide open, or he's punching in combination. You're going to have to use that defense to slip something and then come back with something in between the shots.
Right.
But he was just being too defensive at times. And
Yep.
I'm like, again, I'm questioning. It's like, is it his gas tank? Is he admiring his work? Like, what the hell is going on to where he's slipping these shots, but he ain't countering?
Mm-hmm. It's like trying to be too clean. I'm telling you. I am Broly. He said Canelo's winning versus Crawford. Shit, he might. He might.
Hell yeah, he might. Canelo's a bad dude, man.
Mm-hmm. We can talk a little bit about that too before we go anywhere. But I'm glad they got this card announced and on the way. And look, it's solid, man. It's solid. I ain't mad at it at all. I mean, let Keith Thurman. Keith, man. Man, it seems like everybody that challenged this damn tall ass, big ass giraffe, bro, they're gonna have issues, man. It's gonna be an awkward ass fight, man. Keith gonna look crazy in there. Keith gonna look crazy in there.
Another thing too with Fundora, I think that makes him such a tough out for everybody is that guy has tremendous fighting spirit.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of them, you gotta put him out. As long as he's on his feet, that dude is dangerous. It's like he does not mind brawling. He don't mind getting his shit broke up. Both Tim Tszyu fights, his nose busted in both of them fights. He got put down by Lubin, got up, commenced to doing a demolition job on my guy, rearranged his face.
Mm-hmm.
As long as that dude is on his feet, he's throwing punches, he's scrapping. Like you got to put him out. You got to.
Right.
And a lot of guys aren't willing to fight with that level of intensity. You know what I mean? Like, these guys are boxers. Some of these guys are boxers. They're not fighters. Like, I think, like, Fundora is more of a fighter than he is a boxer. It's like what he lacks in, like, speed and all that technical stuff, I think he makes up for it. With just, like, grit. Because, man, the way that Tim Tszyu fight was going, the first one, you know, we talk about the adversity that Tim Tszyu faced with the cut, but shit, Fundora looked like his nose was broken by like the third round.
Yeah.
That man swallowing all types of blood, streaming all down his face.
Mm-hmm.
He thugged it out though. I was like, damn, this dude's scrappy as hell.
Right.
One of the messiest fights I can remember in recent memory. But I think that my man, Keith Thurman, I think he still got enough sharpness. I think he still got enough legs. I don't think he's got to be 27-year-old Keith Thurman because Fundora doesn't necessarily have the fastest feet, nor is he the most agile. So it's like, yo, if you could box him and turn him, box him and turn him.
Mm-hmm.
Keep doing that. In and out. Turn him, in and out.
Said Fundora is losing against any other fighter than Tim Tszyu. I don't know what you're trying to say there. Fundora is a problem, man.
He is. He is.
Awkward ass guy to prepare for. I could just imagine like trying to get sparring partners and, you know, guys that emulate what he does in there. I can imagine that being difficult in and of itself. I got to be one hell of a challenge. You know what I'm saying? And kudos to anybody that get in there against that guy and try to figure it out. And I think people got to give Keith a lot of credit because that's a dangerous fight, man. And he said, hell with it. He with it. So this is going to be fun. Good card, solid card too. But Fundora using the jab, fighting tall, being more patient. But his approach makes him more dangerous and tougher to deal with. Ghetto Fab, what it do, man?
To your point about the sparring, he may have to do what some of Fundora's other opponents did.
Right.
You better call Michael Fox. It seems like that's the guy they go get whenever it's time to fight Fundora. They go spar Michael Fox. Because he seemed like the only guy that's probably rangy enough. Like in and around the division. You don't have too many 6'5" junior middleweights growing on trees. Hell, I can't recall how many 6'5" middleweights you got.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Too many of those.
That just don't even be fair with his ass. Big ass screen bean. Michael Fox. Shit, his brother Alonte. Tall dudes. Yeah, you need them guys, bro. Keon pretty tall too. Yeah, you gotta get you some tall, long guys, man. Hope for the best. I know that shit awkward. Then you still gotta get in there and deal with the actual guy on fight night. Damn, praying mantis. You know what I'm saying? Praying mantis, bro. That's just serious. It's gonna be a fun one for as long as it lasts, however long it lasts. I think it's gonna be fun. I don't think there's no scenario where that fight is boring. So I'm looking forward to it for sure.
Nah, it's gonna be fun. I can't remember the last time I saw a dull Fundora fight or a dull Keith Thurman fight. Keith Thurman is never in a dull fight. Like, that's one of them dudes where he's looking to get his stuff off. And he boxes, but he's always looking to let his hands go, looking to score. So that's gonna be exciting. I think Cool Boy and Shock. I think that's gonna be a really good fight. I'm excited to see that. Don't mind seeing Tony Harrison again because his fights generally aren't boring either.
Right.
It's gonna be a good card.
I think they should have found a way to make that joint free, man. It would have been better, but
yes,
man.
Absolutely.
The PBC way.
You got Tim Tszyu versus Murtazali there for free last year in October. I'm like, why the hell we couldn't get this one for free?
I get it, but it's like shit, man. Dang. This
probably because Keith wanted that paper.
Been one of them, especially when you got Canelo and Crawford out here on Netflix.
Yep.
I'm saying you got to get with it, man. Door's not winning against a great fighter. Yeah. I don't know. That remains to be seen, man. Fundora is pretty battle tested, man. You know, you can't count somebody like that out against nobody. You're going to have chances to beat these guys. That's why he in the position he in now, you know? Shit, Keith Thurman, regardless of what people think. That's a great win for him on his resume. He the most experienced guy to date, I believe, you know. Maybe not a true 54-pounder if you want to argue that, but shit, nah, Keith Thurman's a great name to have. I mean, shit, only one guy got his name up there. You know what I mean? So you can beat Keith, that's saying something, because ain't only all but one person was able to do it.
And that one was debatable as well. You know what I mean? You could say that knockdown was the deciding factor. My man Keith, he came alive in the second half of that fight. He was low-key punching on my man, the senator.
Did,
been busy in there. But to that point, though, man, Keith has been faced with so much inactivity and injury. We kind of forget that the man only got one loss. We be treating this man like he got multiple L's, like he was just getting beat up left and right. And then you go back and look at his resume, like prime Sean Porter,
right?
Danny Garcia, and this one and that one. It's like, yo, he's got a solid resume and only got one L to a 8-division champion, Hall of Famer, split decision at that. And Fundora's low key, he's amassing a nice little resume for himself on the slide too. Like Mendoza's not a scrub. What's my man's name? Tim Tszyu, solid fighter.
Right.
Cordell Booker, for what that's worth. You know what I mean? That man fought his way up into the rankings. Had to get it the hard way. I've been following him on IG. He's been lobbying for opportunities for the longest time, and he finally fought himself into contention. Erickson,
Background.
Lubin. Lubin's like what, 27-2?
Yeah. 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 Our background ain't being ducked, man. It's just a matter of fights not being put together. You know what I'm saying? I don't think nobody ducking that dude. You know what I mean? Everybody look like a boogeyman or got that bit of mystique to them, or that cloak of invincibility, if you will, when they undefeated, blazing through shit. But I've seen that shit enough times to know that everybody run into somebody that gonna make you look human or make people reassess how they think about you. He just ain't ran into that person yet. Right now, he hot, he kicking ass. Way he blitzed Tim Zoo and been calling for the smoke since, man. It's you gotta you know what I mean. But I want to see what fights he get put in. It was talks about him and Lubin. He even tagged Lubin like, brother, nobody want to put our fight on, like something like that. He was saying to him, so it wasn't a matter of somebody not wanting to fight him. And then you seen that Virgil Ortiz situation that opened up for Lubin. So pretty sure background gonna find him an opponent sooner or later.
You talk about Josh Kelly. I think that should be a very interesting fight, man. I think that Josh Kelly's got a real chance in that fight, bro.
Who Josh Kelly fight?
They were talking about him fighting Bachram.
Oh yeah, Josh Kelly's a little sturdy in there, man. I mean, a little sturdy.
He be having his lapses though.
Yeah,
fighting with the hands down, or getting all cute and shit. Like, bro, like just keep it basic sometimes.
Yeah,
doing too much.
Yeah.
But he got a nice little punch on him, decent speed. The one thing that I think could really give Bachram trouble in that fight, man. Bachram's footwork is cumbersome as hell. Like he's quick in and out on a straight line, but when he got a turn, I call that man the tugboat. Like it take him a little minute to reset his feet. Looking at that fight that he had with Jack Colque was able to turn him, and every time him. The dude Ayala was walking. Like you said, it's only a matter of time for Bachram. I'm gonna be saying like, oh, he was overrated and yada yada yada.
Yeah,
and it was up a shell shot Tim Zoo. That's what's gonna happen with him.
Yeah, and I ain't taking nothing from him. I just know how the boxing game go. Like they love it, and it's spectacular when you winning, and it's easy to root for them and rave about them. But then they lose and all that shit. You start hearing a much different tune. So, see Johnny back.
But I think it's a matter of time, though, just based on what I see, man. Just like with his footwork, one of them dudes where he fall in a lot when he throws power shots.
Right, it's looking good now, but get spooky.
Running into one of them guys with better footwork, and they got a nice punch on them as well.
It's not gonna be a good day in the office for him, man. Not, man. Yeah, man, we'll see, man. But shout out to Fundora and Thurman, man. I'm glad Shock and them got their date too. So that card, because that fight almost was looking like it wasn't gonna happen because of where they had it at. You know what I mean? So I'm glad they was able to kind of pivot over and move over to, get them situated on a different card, because boxing, I think, needed to see that one. See Fundora beating background. Fundora got a chance at beating anybody he getting there with, though. He's a bit of a puzzle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's the anomaly of the division. You know what I mean? You can't just go in the gym and see a Fundora. So, and he has some skill. You're fighting ass dude, man. He got some talent. Learning how to use it. Polishing his smoothing out the rough edges a bit more. Fight to fight. No, I know background look like the guy right now, but all those dudes like that always look like that at first, man. You'll see. Just give it some time. Zeke was good with it, homie. probably gonna be somebody you least expected from too. Go in there and give him a good run for his money. Ain't even that he gonna lose. It's just, you know, he had that kind of fight where people be like, oh, okay, yeah, he is human then. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just need to see it. But he is dangerous. He looked dangerous. He is, you know what I'm saying? But Fundora is where he at for a reason, man. He definitely earned it, and he battle tested, man. Battle tested to a degree. He getting more and more experience under his belt. It's only gonna make him better in the long run. I mean, he's one of them guys where
Definitely battle tested. Everybody can bounce back from the way he got stopped by Mendoza. Everybody can't bounce back like that, man. He got that. He got a little bit of that Terry Norris. You see it happen all the time with fighters. They get knocked out one time.
breaking up.
Punches the same way.
Telling you, that's a good point, man. Not everybody bounce back. We see this shit all the time in boxing, man. Guys that get that first loss or knockout loss, and then you see them in there, they just not the same guy no more. I mean, or same woman, same girl no more, the same fighter, period. That shit happens. So that's why I say, man, battle tested for a reason. He's showing you not only, okay, because he got clipped in that fight, and he surprisingly didn't even try to get up. He just sat there and accepted it. I'm like, oh, man, you know, man, how you going to bounce back from that? People wanted to know, but he did it. And not only bounced back, whole damn champion. Now he challenged to keep Thurman in October. So I like it. You know what I mean? Rematch Tim Zoo, but then he beat his ass, man. Stopped him, man. He did him filthy too. So man. Fundora cooking with grease right now, man. Keith Thurman got his work cut out for him, but I'm sure they're gonna put together a game plan, and it should be to box that big tall dude. Make him figure it out. Make him have to come to you. I think his areas you can set traps, man, and lure him into some shit because he do like to mix it up. He do like to fight. Try to frustrate him. You know what I mean? Young, try to see if you can frustrate him with the movement, not giving him the looks that he's accustomed to and making him work for everything. You know what I mean? Try that. You get what I'm saying? Easier said than done, but it can be done. And if he do that, I see success with Keith, man. You know what I mean? You gotta make that young man work. Because if he having success right from the opening bell throughout, like that shit he's gonna just keep building. So you gotta disrupt that shit and not even allow that to start. And it's not gonna be easy to do. So just hope he got a game plan, a great game plan, a great plan, you know, B and C. Jermell would train with all tall guy, the whole camp. I'm telling you, he gonna have to figure it out because this shit gonna get sticky, get rough in there, man. I'm telling you, it could get sticky, it could get ugly in there for him. So we're gonna see though. But you know, Charlo, man, let's change gears, man. Charlo ass, you know, obviously he posted all the pictures, the AI pictures, got people talking. And the one that had people talking the most, I think, was the Errol Spence one, being that they obviously got some type of relationship with each other. It's cool, but, you know, Charlo went on to say how there ain't no friends in boxing and, you know, friends in this industry and all this. You know, basically, like, he issuing smoke for everybody. Yeah, I remember this. I mean, that'd be a good squabble, as they like to call it, man. Even with Errol Spence, man, at this point in his career, shit, he ain't gave up. He's still talking about coming back. Charlo talking about coming back. Obviously, they wouldn't be each other's first fight, but I'm for it, man. I just would like to see EJ respond to it. You know what I mean? That's a nice what if right there, man. I see that being a competitive, really good fight, man. It'd be fun to see who could pull that off, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Charlo's beating Fundora. Tell you what, He said he had Fundora too, calling him a giraffe, but that's gonna be a dangerous fight for Charlo. You know what I'm saying? All these fights, all them people he named, Ortiz, Boots. You know what I mean? Boots' brother responded, man. He said the wrong Boots. He said you must be drunk. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, any of them fights are good for him, but the Errol Spence one, I think, just because of the history and them being cool, but we heard about the sparring and it being competitive and them going back and forth. And it just, I always felt like it was a possibility they could fight, if anything. Not the other brother. It was always Mel, because Mel, shit, at one point looked like Jermell Charlo was willing to fight his own brother. Like his ass ready to fight the ball Charlo for a bag, the way he was acting. But yeah, man, Spence, that's a good what if, man, because those dudes right there, the history training with the same guy. You know what I mean? Neither guy now training with Derek James. It's a story there. You know what I mean? Guys been inactive, out of sight, out of mind. Friends, the foes, anything, man. It's just something that you could. I mean, I think it'd be good entertainment. Anytime any two people want to fight each other, I'm for it. But I would like to know what Errol Spence think about him with the lion, you know, biting the shark. Piloting Jermell. Yeah, it always was like that to me. You know what I'm saying? It was Maul was the bigger puncher. Mel was more technically sound. At least that's the way it appeared. But remember, he got tweaked since being with Derek James, man, a bit. So just seemed like he was once a guy that could rely on just the boxing skill and things like that. Now it's more so the power. It ain't necessarily been the best balance of the two, but I mean, to a degree, you know, he showed some of both, right? But I think at certain times he get caught up in trying to hurt guys and knock them out. I guess it's intoxicating when that's exactly what you've been doing. So
he definitely wasn't known as a power puncher off the rip.
Right.
And, you know, you look at his KO ratio, I think it's at like 50%. It seems like it's like way higher than that. But to your point, he did have that stretch where he was able to land a shot and it could change, you know, the whole complexion of a fight. Tony Harrison fight, the rematch in particular. Actually, I thought Tony was doing better in the rematch than he did in the where he was awarded the decision. Anyo fight, the rematch. You know what I mean? He hit that man with that one left hook. He looked like he just melted.
Right.
The way he ended the fight, the most bizarre like knockouts. That one and that banana, Jason Rosario, when he hit him with the little stab jab.
Yeah.
The man started convulsing in the ring. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, he looked bad, bro. He looked really bad.
But it's his offense, man, it'd be looking kind of sporadic at times.
Yeah.
Jermell. Like it don't look consistent. Jamal is consistent with his jab. Like he keep the jab pumping no matter what's going on. He gonna work the jab.
Yeah.
Mel be going through them spells where you could tell he just want to end the fight with a single shot. He don't really be working like that sometimes.
I'm saying work, man. You know what I mean? Mix it up more. And that to me it'd be I'm a puncher. I could just wait for the perfect shot. That shit got you outboxed by Tony Harrison. That shit has you in a razor thin. That type of mentality, in my opinion, has you in a razor thin draw that people thought you could have lost against Castaño. Get what I'm saying? When he put that shit together, ain't too many things more beautiful than that. Mel Charlo, well executed fight, man, where he using his back, going in his bag, utilizing the tools. You know what I mean? Opening up, staying behind the jab, picking his shots, man. Defense smooth, rolling with shots, picking it, you know what I mean? Counters on point, all that shit, man. And he got a calm head, man. He a dangerous guy, bro. Because he been in there cooking. You still fight with that attitude, a bit of that chip. I like it, you know what I mean? That keeps it interesting. But just keep it in check, because I think you with a calm head is a much better, much dangerous fighter.
Yep. Not just going out there looking for the single shots. You think Maul is better at boxing? I think he's generally more composed. You know what I'm saying? He's more composed and he's steadier than his brother. That what's the name? That damn catch and shoot uppercut, it broke my heart, but it was one of the most beautiful things I'd ever seen. That joint against J-Rock, because I love me some Julian Williams. I love J-Rock. But when he got caught with that shot, it was like bittersweet. Because on one hand, I hated to see J-Rock get clipped with that shot, but the way he rolled with that bitch and came back with the uppercut, I was like, damn.
Right. I was like, wow. I thought he had a shot.
That was beautiful.
It was.
He was boxing well, man.
Yeah, he was.
He was boxing well.
Yeah,
he was right there in the fight. I mean, you could even argue that he was a little bit more consistent than Maul up until that point. But that one punch just changed the whole fight. It's like J-Rock never fully recovered after that one. Because that wasn't even the shot that got the fight waved off. J-Rock got up after that, but his legs still didn't look right.
Yeah.
He ended up getting stopped later. He ain't ever really recovered from that joint.
Legs was cooked. Neat though. There's no more. I was like, yeah. And that was the first time to me he looked small. Man, they looked like there was at least a weight class or two apart. I was like, shit. Man, he was still in there holding his own though. But Maul, man, he was just on point that night. I mean, really good fight all the way up to the end, man. But Maul closed the show like a real champ, man. True champ. So he was winning Jermell Canelo. That fight is so much tougher for Maul now because of the inactivity, the wear and tear, the lack of discipline outside the ring. That shit will show up inside. I think you fight a guy like Canelo. Who knows? But I have to see him be fighting back on a more consistent basis to feel comfortable with saying he'll beat Canelo. Other than that, it was just always give him a good fight. You know what I mean? But I feel like him at his absolute best, he can win. That's a fight he can win. Won't be easy, but it's definitely a fight he can win.
We ain't going back there, Broly. It ain't happening. It is not happening.
Absolutely not.
We gotta think the myriad of options these guys have nowadays.
Right.
You got to think how many networks were there back then, because that's one of the barriers. You know, we'd be looking at the promoters like they don't want to make this fight happen, or the fighters don't want to make it happen. But you know, who's getting right to the fights? Sometimes that plays a huge part, especially when you got these cross promotional fights. It's like who is going to get the broadcasting rights, and then who's going to retain the rights for the replay and all that other stuff. And then not only that, but there's also just more money on the line, so guys don't got to fight as frequently. That's another factor.
Right.
Some guys really had to hustle back then.
Right.
Yeah, but very few guys are making $70 million in I know what you're saying. I know you're exaggerating, but you know, like very few guys are really making that. The vast majority of these fighters, they probably not even making six figures in a fight.
Right.
These guys that we talking about right now, they're in a very small percentage. They're not even the 1%. Because there's over 2,500 active fighters in most of these divisions.
Right.
At least from like lightweight all the way up to, I'd probably say like light heavy or something like that. So there's over 10,000 active fighters. And probably about 50 of them, if we being generous, are really making that type of money. The rest of these guys, they're doing all right for themselves in comparison to the ones that we talk about on a regular basis. But most of these folks ain't clearing that.
Nope.
You got way more guys on the prelims, way more guys fighting in and at these nondescript promotions like the Baja Boxing and Boxing Azteca and Hell Kings Boxing. I was looking at that the other day. I can't remember where the hell they located. You got VIP, which is like club level fighting out there in the UK.
Right.
Most of the boxers are fighting on those type of circuits. They're
Mike
not making
Kirkland
it
was
to the PBC.
Right. Right. Man, but well, it'd be good to see either both of these guys back in the ring though at some point. Spence and Charlo, even if it ain't against each other. Be good to see these
Hell yeah.
guys mix it up for show. Got to fight each other. Double tap the screen out. We're gonna keep cooking, man. I know it's a little later than usual, but gonna build still. I had seen a couple. I seen something from Bo Mac. He had spoke about the boot shit with the, we got Canelo Crawford coming up. That look like the impossible task right now, and multiple people, everybody giving their different takes on what they think about him. Sparring the young Boots in it. It's talks about him him stopping at 3 rounds or Boots beating him up, him getting out the ring in 3 rounds. It's just so much shit to consider when you talk about that sparring stuff. But I'll say this, man, there is a guy out there that put that out about Canelo as well. So they had a lot of respect for him. He sparred him. Besides the 3 rounds, Canelo got out. He was looking like, what the hell? Like, just like on some lazy type, but not so you ran me out the ring type deal, man. Or in this case with Boots, you don't know like if he sparred 8 rounds with multiple different guys, right? Or however many rounds he could have sparred up to that point. You never know what they was working on or anything. So I just think it's a little bit, I don't know. It's like premature to just assume that Boots is just working him over. Now, I ain't saying he couldn't win there and gave Canelo some damn surprisingly good work, but I'm not going to really push no, he blacked his eye and, he beat him up and got him out of there. He got out at the 3. I don't know about all that. I just think he probably worked with him on a few things for a few rounds and paid the young man, got some, got some looks from him, whatever the case, who knows. They kept it pushing, but not going to buy into that too much. Boots is Boots, right? Boots going to do what Boots do. I think at the end of the day, man, it's an experience both of them could have used for different reasons, right? Obviously, if you're the older vet, Canelo Alvarez, ain't nothing wrong with you getting in there with a youthful guy like Boots, seeing in what way he could push you, right? What little tricks of the trade, you might be able to learn something from the younger. You never know. You ain't never too old to learn something. And few Boots is obvious, man. This is Canelo Alvarez, almost 70 fights in, undisputed king at 168 pounds. Been in there with Floyd, countless others, the Triple G's, the Danny Jacobs, the Shane Mosley, you name them, Austin Trout, he fought him. So, if you Boots, hell yeah, you go get that money. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think you'll be sparring for free anyway, or you'll be probably paying people for you sparring in camp, right? So, I think it was good for that to change pace and you get paid for your hard work and get some of the possible best sparring you can get. You know what I mean? So, I think that's what it's all about, the experience and using that opportunity, learn the little ways you can. You know what I mean? It's not that big a deal, but I ain't going to say ran Canelo. I don't know where they getting all of that extra stuff from. I see people photoshopping his eye, making it look super black and swollen and all this. I'm like, man, whatever. It's sparring, man. Boots is going to continue to be Boots. Maybe one day he'll come out and kind of highlight some of the things they was able to work on in there. I don't know, but at the end of the day, man, I don't know about you just running no Canelo out the ring at the 3. You just say he was in there with Virgil. Virgil said he cocked back, hit him with one of them joints. He said, man, Canelo was like, oh, that's so good. That was good. Like, he just shook his head like, said Virgil said, he like, damn, did he? I just thought I hit him with something good. And he's like, man, I'm cool. Try it again. See Boots like Canelo. I think Boots Superman like Tank fans. Shout out to Mike Kirkland. Now it's possible with the speed and different things like that. Canelo ain't exactly the same physical guy that he was, right? Guys do slow down, and I mean, you've seen him get pieced up before. You've seen guys with faster hands and how they was able to have success and stuff like that against Canelo. So it's not out the realm of possibility for Boots to get some licks in there on that man, but people, you know, they don't always go to the extreme.
I seen the what's the name? I seen them Photoshop photos. I'm like, damn, they got Canelo face looking more red than it actually was. Photoshopped the little mouse under his eye and all that. And I mean, it's sparring. It's going to happen.
Right.
Now, hopefully for Canelo's sake, is more of what you said. That was his second or third sparring partner, and he's swapping guys out so he could have fresh bodies. Because that could possibly be disastrous. Who was it? Breadman that was talking about that, and that was a great point that he made. Like, you don't want the work to be too intense, because then that can carry over to the fight. You know, one of the most famous examples being Chad Dawson when he fought against Andre Ward. He got knocked out in sparring by Edison Miranda.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken, Anthony Joshua before the fight with Ruiz got concussed in sparring or something like that.
Right.
So that's not always a good thing either. It's like, and that's what makes this boxing thing so tricky. It's like, how do you get good work without the work being too good? Because this is not like any other sport where they do walkthroughs and soft installs. Like, part of practice is getting hit.
Right.
And you got to make sure you getting in there in good condition.
Right.
What's my man's name over there sparring with Bud, part of his camp? Lester Martinez. I don't think it's no coincidence that man had to pull out of his last fight on Pro Box with the damn migraines and all that. Probably getting punched upside his head and sparring. You in there with Steven Nelson and Bud and whomever else.
Right. Right.
Then you get a big opportunity like the Christian and Billy. It's like, man, we got to pull him up out of there and preserve him.
So you think Crawford is his retirement? I mean, look, it could be. You know, make no mistake, with that amount of money, you know what I mean? Shit, a loss, you might not have nothing left to prove, or maybe with a win, nothing left to prove, Mike. He could ride off into the sunset. It's just all up to him, man. One thing about Crawford, he might be 38, but I think he's a preserved 38, man. Guy that's lived pretty good, pretty smart life. You know what I'm saying? Here he eat right and all that good stuff. So, you know, I think that always provides you with a bit of longevity, right? Not putting the wrong shit in your body. You know what I mean? Just always being a constant professional, man. Really letting boxing be the lifestyle for him, man. I think that's why he's still able to compete at the age that he's at the level that he's competing at, and people sometimes overlook it. He struggled with this, Majramov, this. It's like people, you can show somebody 50 times how great you are, and the one time you look less than the standards you set, it's like that's it. It's all over for you. It's crazy. So I swear I hope Bug got this last hoorah in terms of like just really dialing in, perfect game plan, proving people wrong, upsetting the apple cart, just making people eat their crow. I hope he got one more performance in him like that against a guy like Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Because, shit, if you him and you win this fight, man, I probably ride off into the sunset. You know what I'm saying? But maybe he don't want to go out with a loss because he's a competitive guy. So maybe a loss causes him to stick around, depending on how he loses, if he loses, right? Maybe a win say, hey, man, you know what? All this money I just made, you know, 3-time undisputed, man, I'm going to go ahead and call it a career. I mean, so it's possible, but it's up to him. I wouldn't be surprised either way, though.
And the other thing with
It's Reezy818 said, put money on Crawford. The payout would be crazy. Look, you could.
The other side of it is, you know, Madrimov didn't really look too good. You say, oh, the man was awkward, foot feints, yada, yada, yada. It's like, why didn't that man commit on offense? So you gotta look at it both ways. It's like, are we saying that Bud looks bad or he struggled because he didn't knock the guy out?
Right.
And that was the expectation because Madrimov isn't a big name. He was supposed to just walk through him. But then the way I look at it is, well, Madrimov, he was in there surviving. Like, and it's tough to get a guy up
Right.
who don't commit.
Right. I'm with you, Mike. I doubt him too. The Butcher, what it do, man? I think it's always gonna be. I think anytime you fight Floyd Mayweather, there's always a chance you could run into some type of inexperience, basically on your side. But shit, if you look at Canelo, he had 40+ fights when he fought Floyd. It just always was gonna kind of be that. I just think he one-on-one type of guy that he ran into in Floyd, generational talent. Though he had that many fights, still just nothing would have prepared him for, I think, the challenge that Floyd Mayweather was, and we've seen that. But now, man, I just hope the size don't play as big a factor as what people say. I hope, though, you know, the weight, should I say, not size so much. Lewis 45 was good, bro. But shit, man.
What up?
Some different feels towards it, man. Look, like I said, they asked Crawford about the boots in Canelo sparring. This is what he said.
What is there to talk about? You fighting the best fighter in the world. You better be taking it serious. You know, that goes to show, you know, how serious he's taking me and how much he respects me. Because, you know, if I haven't fought anyone, if I was too small, if I was, you know, all these things that all the media say I was, then he wouldn't need these guys to help prepare him to fight me. He wouldn't, you know, need all the help that, you know, he's getting. But I'm happy that he's getting the help that he needs because, you know, after, you know, September 13th, there'll be no excuses.
Tell him, Bud, T-Bud, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, it's funny how you say that. It's like, what would you bring a boots in? That's why I say people got caught up in the narratives and pushing the narratives about him being a sellout and a coon. It wasn't enough real conversation being held about the actual, you know, sparring. And not that you're gonna make too much on it, but it's like you ain't gonna make too much out of it. But at the end of the day, you do ask yourself, like, damn, well, I wonder why he what made him choose the, you know, spar boots at this camp at this time. And then I know some info that came out that said you know, Boots reached out to him. Like, who gives a damn? He accepted. Like, wonder in what ways could he use Boots just for boxing conversation purposes, right? Not that weak ass narrative shit. Oh, look, Boots is a sellout. He's a coon. Like, nah, man, y'all bugging the hell out. It's a young man making a smart move for his career, bro. Boxing fans suck bad, bro. We make everything negative. We make everything. We always go to the extreme. We either too far to the left or too far to the right. Get what I'm saying? It's never like people do not know how to be rational thinkers, man. Everything you say, it's sell out. He's this and that. Nah, he's a coon. He's a sellout. I was like, bro, I watched that Ryan Garcia interview and I was gonna review it here, but I might just play a small part of it, or review it tomorrow, either or. I'll figure it out. But I didn't get sellout vibes. I got a guy that just did his job. Could he push back a bit harder with certain questions and things like that? Absolutely. But I think sometimes people don't realize that's not everybody's bag to do. And I'm not going to talk about how he's seen, you know, T.O. and that he didn't even, I don't think he was overly aggressive with T.O. either. It's just different when you in somebody's face and you see somebody constantly doing something and then you run into him there. Ryan, he kind of, a lot of that shit kind of shut his mouth. He wasn't as bad as what Teal was when he kept just going. Like, it'll die down and start it back up. I ain't justifying none of it. Bullshit is bullshit. But I just think everybody ain't outraged over it. You know what I'm saying? You still give a guy a chance to go out there and speak. And if you in that light, in that position, you ain't got to like the guy that you interviewing. You put that shit out for the community. But we so stuck on like this ignorance that we always miss the whole purpose and of doing this shit. Like, you get what I'm saying? People be working, trying to put out content. Okay, this dude is an asshole, but he's still a name in the boxing. Says some dumb shit. Let me ask him about it briefly. Ain't gonna overly grill him. You know what I mean? You ain't here to do that. You just here to kind of like let him speak. Let him see if he can get his message out to the people. Maybe this interview, you know, make him, you know, want to, you know, make some people rock with him some more. Maybe it'll make some people not like him, whatever the case. But I think attacking the guy that interviewed him is lame. I don't see it. I don't see the issue, bro. Ain't like they best friends and you know, he's condoning the things that he said. I just think it's a name, man. And a lot of people, if they could get that interview, they probably do it too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, kudos to him, but it's all about the man that you are. And I don't see him condoning none of the shit that he said. You know, just having him on the platform, having a little bit of fun with him. I get that. It's just not that deep for me, man. You know what I mean? You live and you learn. You got his word on some stuff. You spoke to him. And you just keep it pushing. That's just part of his job. People forget that that's your job, man. You know, part of your job is interviewing the guys that's controversial, a bit wild, the Ryan Garcias of the world, maybe the Tiafimos of the world, right? You get what I'm saying? Because it's like when a certain somebody interviewed Tiafimo, the people don't go crazy on him, calling them coons and sellouts, and they don't do that. They support and rock with it. But when we see it, we like, oh, man, we don't even try to understand it. We like, nah, it's better than me. I ain't sitting down with no racists. I am. This is like, bro, it's easy to say that when you ain't nowhere in position to be able to do such a thing. You know what I mean? It's easy to say, yeah, I won't do it because you're not in position to do it no way. You know what I'm saying? But again, as long as I ain't see nobody, him condoning none of the BS, which I didn't see, I don't see where you can call a man a sellout. It's just an interview. Put that shit out. It's for the people that like it, for the ones that don't criticize and talk his shit. But look at all the other work he did. That's great work. That's what I mean about boxing fans. We the worst. You know, one time you do something people might not be a fan of, be popular, they dish you. Never mind the 100 home runs that you hit out the fucking park. The one time that you, yeah, man, I don't know why he did that. See, I knew he's a sellout, man. It's like, bro, damn, chill, man. Chill, bro. Just boxing. It's not that deep. It's entertainment. The dude talks some shit. He got to live with that. Not one person has condoned none of the stuff he's saying. You know, yeah, you, like I said, you can put up a lot more pushback and all that stuff. But you know, every conversation, every build, every interview don't call for that. People like, oh, you ain't asking the tough questions. The tough questions. I hate that shit. Like, shut up. You ask them then. You get me? People be just trying to have you know, put out respectable content without being messy all the time. Now, I don't know what exactly his angle was. Maybe people felt like he let him off the hook. But at the end of the day, it's just an interview. It's one of one. Move on to the next guy and see what you know. Fight Club, what it do, homie? My God. So I hear a lot of people on YouTube.
Part of it is this too, Just, man. People not thinking for themselves.
It was Rob, what it do?
Like, they saw that comment from Devin Haney and took the opportunity to run with it. And I feel like the same thing happened with the boot sellout narrative. There are people who saw what Bernie the Boxer said about it, because he was the first one that I seen spearhead the whole sellout thing.
Right.
People took it and just ran with it, opposed to thinking about it for themselves and arriving at their own conclusion. And I'm seeing the same thing with Najee, because I was looking at X, seen Devin Haney say that one thing. There's a lot of people that were in concert with what he was saying. It was like, bro, if you really feel that way, cool. But if not, just allow Devin to say whatever the hell he got to say, and that's it. You don't got to rock with everything that these guys say. Because to your point, you know, he's just doing his job. Devin Haney, wasn't he about to get back in there with Ryan Garcia? Wasn't that the plan? So you was about to go in there and break bread with a racist, but this man can't do an interview with him?
And that's what I'm saying. Thank you, bro. I was saying that, bro. Your whole plan was to get back in there with this guy. You even went as far as dropping the lawsuit in order to get the rematch. That's not, you not being a sellout. You broke bread with him. You actually fought him. He was saying some wild shit when you fought him. He was bugging when you fought him. You know what I mean? You trashed him, trash tank for fighting him, and then turned around and fought him. Like, it was a lot that I don't like. Y'all just cut the shit. Why are we like this to each other? We so divisive. It's like easy, bro. You could show me 1,000,000 times the shit I love, and then the one time is like, see, sell out. Nah, bro. The one time you don't agree don't make me no fucking sellout. Nothing he did in regards to that interview was something a sellout to do. That's not selling out. People misusing terms and shit. Sell out, boots a coon for going to get a bag in boxing. One of the most experienced and decorated guys in all of the sport. He a young man. You don't think that's great experience for his career, but nah, he's a coon. Telling you, the boxing fans, bro, all y'all need fair ones, man. I'm telling you, y'all be talking crazy, man. Man, this should be wild, man. Coon, sell out. He's just D rider, this and
and his family's already had a rapport with Canelo and his team too. You know, there's footage out there on YouTube. You could look it up. Over a decade ago, his brother Pooh was in there sparring with Canelo.
Facts. I had that picture. I just had deleted it too, man. Yeah, facts.
They got the session up there. They got the session on there. It was like posted like 12 years ago. So this ain't nothing new. It ain't like this Ennis connection just popped up out the blue. Like, nah, they been had a working relationship with this man, had a rapport with him.
Facts,
so what's the issue with that?
That's a fact. Yeah, man. That shit weird, bro.
It ain't specific with Bud. They've been working with this man.
Man, that shit is weird, bro. Like, what y'all on about, man? Y'all turn everything into like some super toxic shit. Like, man, the hell be wrong with you dudes? Should be wild, man. Wow, man. That's why I say you do your homework. They not strangers to each other, man. You been knew each other, man. You been knew that family, bro. Shit ain't nothing new. Nothing new, man.
We just like to complain. That's all.
And be toxic and negative as hell. It's like, bro, damn, man. I don't think. Yeah, I agree 1,000,000%, Mike Kirkland. I don't understand how they can sit up here and call that man a coon. That shit crazy, yo. It's nasty work, yo. We some of the worst fans are in boxing, yo. I'm telling you, we so permanent with everything. Shit was wild, man. But Boots, keep doing what you're doing, being great, even down to the decision he made. I think he betting on himself in his own way, and maybe people can't see the light at the end of his tunnel, but it might not be for them to see. As long as he see it, it's all that fucking matter. It's what people don't get. They act like these dudes got to make moves that satisfy you at home. You crazy? Imagine somebody living to make you happy. A complete stranger, bro. That's how we be talking like, yeah, they gotta find a way to. Nah, bro. They don't got to do nothing. I meant to screenshot some of it. I'm going to start doing that, making that part of the show. Like how the ungratefulness of fans and how they talk. Now, I'm seeing people talk about what Tank owe him. You out your rabbit ass mind. He a complete stranger to you. Like he don't owe you a thing, nothing. He didn't make you watch him. You get what I'm saying? I really seen that. Somebody really typed that out and had a whole paragraph. Yeah, Tank owe us this and that. No, he don't. Why? What is wrong with y'all? Nobody forces you to watch boxing or watch a Gervonta Davis fight. What do you mean he owe you? He don't owe you a damn thing. What? Like, man, yo, these people be killing me, man. Shout out to my brother, Mike Kirkland, man, always supporting the bill. He said, for Boozy and Boots, time will prove the haters wrong. I swear I believe that. I truly believe that about Boots and Boozy. I do. I mean, I get it just in boxing. Like I said, everybody is, a lot of this judgment and shit be premature, right? People be jumping the gun and just forcing situations to be worse than what they are. And because we might not have all the details and know the ins and outs and you know, understand these guys' plans, we be overly critical. We down them. We only see the glass half empty. It's never half full with nothing that these guys do. So for me, I think they got a bigger plan for him. And then when you see the way he's positioning himself, where he's falling at in the rankings, making him #1. Okay, he's fighting it. All right. Okay, I see it. I see the light, man. And I think they trying to make it so that if he fights one of these bigger names, man, it's a meaningful opportunity rather than just doing it because the fans calling for it. People do not get that this should be a business, and they trying to make the most money out of each of these opportunities. The more the risk, the more the money. They trying to cross the T's, dot the I's, and get the business squared away. But boxing fans be so in a rush. You got to go and do this right now, or you don't want to fight. Like, bro, shut up. Shut up, sit back, and enjoy this show. Shout out to Mike Kirk. Appreciate you, bro. Much love, man.
That's what I be saying. We the last ones to find out that this shit ain't all about guts and glory and legacy and all that other stuff we be arguing about.
Right.
Like this is business first and foremost, even when it comes down to them titles.
Right.
You don't think they take that stuff into consideration? Like who's got a big enough fan base to sustain
viable opponents? I mean, I really like the level of like comprehension be fucking me up sometimes. And no, my smoke alarm is not going off in the background. Not at all. But to what you said, it's not about what fans want all the time. I hate to burst your bubble. You get what I'm saying? Because you know what? It's just like anything else in life. You don't pay for what you don't want. But because you don't want something, you shouldn't sit up and complain for hours on end or weeks on end. Just don't entertain it. Don't pay for it. Don't watch it. Don't enter, and don't give it no energy. But, people don't realize or they don't take into account enough that you not taking punishment at all. Imagine sitting there talking about what you want with somebody else's life and career. Imagine that shit. I'm really like, I'm telling you, I'm one-on-one when it comes to this conversation, bro. People do not get it. At what point do you think or consider what the fighter wants? Instead of talking, I want this, I want that, I want this. Yeah, I want the fucking Cowboys to win the Super Bowl every year. And guess what? That shit ain't happened yet. I would love to see Michael Parsons wearing a Cowboys jersey and shit. Guess what? It ain't happening. It's like only in this sport, it's like we don't get what we want. Our support waver, kind of. You know what I mean? But we'll wake up and watch our sad ass football and basketball teams lose year after year after year after year. Year after year after year after year. Get what I'm saying? Year after year after year. You get me? And say nothing about them being full support, ready there, and all in full support. You know what I mean? Memorabilia and all. You get me? Memorabilia and all. Shout out to Big Dog Willie, my dog, man. Appreciate you supporting the build, man. He said Tank Maniac's new angle, saying that Shakur and Devin fans are mad because Tankers get a payday. Feel sorry for Tank Maniacs. They hurting. Yeah, nobody mad that he getting paid, man. And I think anybody pushing that is just being weird. I think people are annoyed at the timing that they announced the fight that he took to take this fight. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's all. When people was thinking about a list and 6-7 fight deal, and they felt like it was going to go in a different direction. But they don't take into consideration things change, business change, you know what I mean? Circumstances, people's minds change, right? Different opportunities present themselves, right? Not too long ago, Jake Paul didn't exist. Now he is here, so you got to deal. We kind of got to deal with him, right? Man, let me do this, man. Let me do this, bro, real quick. Man, this dude is weird, man. You don't know how much the Knicks and the Yankees pissed me off. Yeah, my girl's a Knicks fan, so I know. Shout out to Teach. I'm telling you, your team stress you out, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Hey, don't ever listen. I don't even know what your name is. I don't even want to read it. Don't ever come in here and tell me what to put in my battery. You go listen to something else, bro. Listen to something else. I hate that. Just be dumb. Just keep typing, spamming the same shit. Bro, shut up and listen to the show. Support the show. Did you hit the like button? Did you subscribe to the channel? Before you come over here telling me what batteries to change, you come over here and change them for me. Maintenance, man, since you so worried about it. Ain't nobody worried about that little ass chirp. That Colorado football team just pissed me off. I'm telling you, I'm tired of the Cowboys. I'm so tired of every year. It's like, you get just tired of it, bro. They just ridiculous at this point, man. Mariners are so sorry every year, dude. Tell you, it's terrible, man. Yeah, just shut up and listen to the show, man. We'll give a damn about some fucking fire alarm batteries that probably been in there since before we moved here. You know what I mean? But let's get to it. Let's keep cooking. AD Solo, what it do, man? Yankees be pissing you off too. Yeah, I was gonna talk about the Cowboys a little bit.
Let's go, Mets.
You know what I mean? I might save it for tomorrow though, cause I got a bunch of pictures. I got a little, you know what I mean? I got to start doing a little segment, just do rants, man, because sports be pissing me off, and y'all need to know we know more than just boxing. We just love our boxing over here, but football been pissing me off, bro. They don't never pay the fighter. They don't never pay the people. Like, hold on, man. Y'all got to see this for a second. Just for a second, pivot. Micah Parsons went back to the Cowboys about an extension this week and was told to play on the 5th year or leave. Like, yo, I'm still stuck over the Dez Bryant like situation, bro. Nah, and don't tell me, hey, that was old. Don't let it. Nah, bro was out the league before 30. Should be fucking criminal. They did it. The Cowboys, yeah, we found a way. Found a way. Harder the team. Somehow he just ain't up there. It's like, yo, that was at this point. It's intentional self-sabotage. Jerry Jones don't want to win. He don't want to win. Like, don't even be convinced. Bro don't want Reef. What's good, bro? He don't want to win. I know this for a fact. I know bro don't want to win. I don't give a damn what he say. He do not want to win at all. Now, I'm telling you, bro, they crazy, Reef. How like, and then the other guys, Howard was good with it, bro. The other guys, like, you know, come on, man. You know I had some pictures. We're gonna talk about this tomorrow for sure. But look at this. Paid, traded. Like, look at this shit. Yo, you just did this. Jerry Jones is really I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna save it. I'm going in tomorrow, though. Cool. We're gonna talk about it. We still gonna talk our boxing, but we're gonna talk about that. But we're going to cook for a little bit more before we get out of here on this late night. Shout out to everybody rocking with me. Double tap the screen if you haven't. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Support the build if you haven't. Now, low-key root for the Mets if they make it to the finals. Incognito supporter, yeah, man. I like the Cowboys, but that was
Let's go, Mets.
Movie, yeah, they dumb. No, it wasn't ready. Then it was too boring. Now you don't bring the bat. Hey, Howard, man, they scrambling, baby. They scrambling, my bro. They don't know what it is. First, he wasn't having good performances. Then they was waiting for him to look good. Then he had to sign in the PVC. Then they can't fight him on Top Rank. I'm gonna cook the super duper fans one day on that. I'm gonna get about an hour, half hour, 45 minutes to an hour to cook on that. How the narratives change when you talk about that kid. We're gonna do it one day. Same when Jerry dies, his son gonna run the plantation. Hey, Mike, bro, you taking the thoughts out of my head because he a modern day owner. You get me? They be wilding. He don't want to win. They don't care. Soon as it's time to pay somebody, it's the same old song and dance. I've had it with Liver Spot Jerry, man. Sorry, bro. I've had it. You don't get to waste this much of my time. I've been a loyal fan, supporter, bro. I ain't rock with nobody but Dallas. You be sitting here watching y'all asses get kicked year after year. One of the most penalized teams in the NFL year after year. It's like, it's bogus. Y'all get rid of y'all best players year after year. Like, what in the hell? And you know what? I don't even know the team no more. I don't know. It's not my fault neither, because y'all don't got me. I ain't no reason why I should be keeping up. I don't even know the team. I know like 5 players out there with them damn semi-pro football players that y'all got, bro. I don't know where y'all got them players from, but y'all better go get some more, because that ain't going to cut it. And then you traded the heartbeat of your defense away. Yeah, you out here trying to lose on purpose. Paid that, but not my. Do you get me? I understand it, bro. Yeah, man, I get it, man. So I hope his son just lying to him and run that team the right way. Yeah, if he don't, I mean, like, I'm not gonna be the loyal, stupid fan every year, being, watching every single game. Nah, if y'all not gonna give me a reason to support, I'm not watching. You can't keep trading away the talent and then asking me to watch the team, to watch the games. That shit trash. Nah, but let me chill on that, because I go all night, man. It'd be 6 a.m. I'm still be up here talking about the Cowboys. Telling you, bro, they super bogus. But let's touch on something before we get out of here. No Diddy, and that's the only time you hear me say it. But so yeah, man. Something else I wanted to speak about. We're gonna spin the block tomorrow too, but because it's getting late. But I see the interview, you know what I mean? I watched it almost to the end. I got a little bit more to watch. I'll watch the rest of it either tonight or in the morning with Ryan Garcia. We're going to react to the interview. We're going to spin about. We're going to do that. We're going to talk about what Bomac had to say about Crawford. You know, the Canelo sparring boots and different things like that. So we're gonna talk about some things, man. It got late fast, man. Should have came on here earlier, but I tried, y'all, but we had the makeup kids had me out early, so went and had some fun. Got back in about nine something, and we got to work. We got on the stream, man. So, but yeah, let's talk about this briefly, right? So I see the interview. Like I said, man, it's not that bad. If y'all didn't watch it, go check it out. You know what I mean? I've seen a lot of worse things, man. Najee just did his work. You know what I mean? He did what he was supposed to do. Interviewed the man, gave him an opportunity to speak. Didn't make it too awkward, trying to overly grill him. You know, I've heard multiple people speak about Ryan, people that met him outside of the boxing space, and they seem to have a different opinion on him. I think that's for a reason. Doesn't justify anything he said at all, remotely, not at all. But you listen to the times where he went off in these rants, sound like this dude is intoxicated. That's no justification for it. But you understand what I'm saying? It's just not in your right mind. You get what I'm saying? Some people say, you know, drunk mind speaks sober thoughts, and I get that to a degree. But you in them Twitter spaces and you being encouraged and influenced to be dumb, you already intoxicated. Your judgment is impaired, and you just making an ass out of yourself. I think he's done that on numerous occasions. You know what I mean? Whereas the other guy, you know, not even you can't even blame that dude with clear head. He just wake up one day and his monkey and bananas and this and that, and he had a consistent like thing about it. He just wouldn't let it go. He was playing into it a little bit too much. You know, Ryan was having rants. We all know to him to have mental disorder and shit like that, mental health issues, right? No justification, just the reality. You know what I'm saying? Then you add drugs in the mix, probably got a mentally unstable individual. Going off his rocker, saying wild shit, voice sounding different, drinking beer, showing up hungover, all types of little wild shit. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, we got to be more. I think we got to be a little more responsible, man. I know we got to be a lot more responsible with our opinions and the way we support each other, man. I'm tired of this shit. It's fake, and this space, man, is starting to become like weird. You know what I mean? None of us are perfect. We're not going to get up here and make everybody happy with every interview question and everybody we interview. But that's not what support is. Support is understanding what the grind is, why somebody get up here and do it. The goal is to try to bring good content to the people, grow your platform, man, be a good, you know what I mean, an asset to this, in this space, to the sport of boxing, right? It's not about he got to say everything right. He got to do everything right. He got to talk all the same talking points. I think, nah, don't go like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, people out here grinding. I've seen a good work. I mean, I'm not a fan of nothing Ryan said. It's a lot to break down in there because it was a lack of accountability on his behalf, but it's not for Najee to have to hold him accountable for everything. At some point, as a man, he got to know when to do it, right? It's not all, somebody shouldn't have to grill you for you to be genuine or for you to understand where you going wrong or where you going left at, right? That's for him to figure out. So just about putting out the right kind of content, bro. And that's what that was, man. A lot of people, like I said, had they probably had the opportunity to interview Garcia, they would have done it. You know what I'm saying? And maybe somebody will get the opportunity and grill him a bit more, but I think at the end of the day, he just needs to show more accountability for his situation. You know, understanding that his decisions be a direct result of some of the shit that he deal with and go through. And I don't know, man. Stop blaming people for your shortcomings, bro. You in a very good position. I get it. You and Oscar go back and forth. You got a rough relationship from time to time. But at the end of the day, bro, look at the amount of money your life was able to be changed over there. The opportunities still coming in, despite the shit that you said, the fights that you've lost. You still in a position to do some things in the sport of boxing. It's just up to you to, you know what I mean? Tighten up, buckle up. you know what I mean, lock in, man, and get the most out of your career. All that talent, bro, do not let it go to waste, man. It's just as fast as you make that money, you could lose it. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully Ryan Garcia figures it out. You know what I mean? Figures it out, because at the end of the day, he said some wild shit, but I don't know what's in his heart. I just know some of the people that spoke about him, that's not something they say he was on when growing up with this dude. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's always been in him or he just playing into some ignorance. But at the end of the day, man, you are allowed to learn and grow. And let's see if that's what he's done. You know what I mean? He's been more quiet in recent memory. I think a lot of that is to do with the performance, how bad he looked against Rolly. Kind of got humbled a bit. So he seemed like he ain't been trolling. He ain't been in the public eye as much. So this interview did come out of nowhere. But like I said, shout out to Najee. Shout out to Cigar Talk. Dope platform. We're not going to be perfect, guys. We content creators. We just trying to put out good work. I'm not sitting here trying to go to super bat for nobody. But like I said, I'm a real one too. I listened to that. I didn't get sellout vibes. I just got somebody that's doing their job. And, you know what I mean? Maybe it was controversial to do it, but why? I mean, you do it and you move on. Ain't like they trying to be best friends and shit after that. Besties, you know what I'm saying? It's just putting out the work and keeping it pushing. And that's just all, that's what it's all about at the end of the day, bro. Put the work out, keep it pushing. And that interview is going to be for who it's going to be for. Some people it's not going to be for. Some going to be like, yo, I'm not watching it at all. I'm ignoring this shit. But for me, I gave it a peek. You know what I mean? He said some interesting things toward the end that I made a short video on that we're going to talk about on the live too. So y'all stay tuned. Tomorrow we're going to build some more. Should have an interview planned for y'all, man. I might have a special guest, man. So y'all stay tuned, man. We working. Got another guy that they, some be calling them Tank 2.0. And I ain't talking about Jermell before y'all even say that. Nah, I ain't talking about Jermell. I ain't talking about Jermell move. Nah. But I got to, I should have a nice special guest in the building for us tomorrow for sure. Shout out to Low Blow Boxing. Double tap the screen if you haven't. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Appreciate all the support from the family. As always, Low Blow Boxing, my dog. Said Big Dog Willie's the Taking Maniac's worst enemy. If I see him in the chat, I tell him Taking Maniac's reply, searching for his personal info. Damn. Yeah, man. It be on my guy. Big Dog is my guy, man. That's my dog right there. He be on him, but it's all in good fun, man. All in good fun. Much love to Big Dog, always supporting the build. And shout out to Low Blow, man. My guy. Shout out to Low Blow Boxing. But yeah, man, good interview from Najee, man. Damn, you know what? Not for nothing though, bro still gotta shut the hell up. But I just did hear the fire alarm thing. I had the smoke detector. I did hear it. All right, yeah, man. I'll get on that another time. But shout out to Lil Blow. Appreciate you, fam. But again, man, we're gonna cover some things. We gotta talk some more because Bomac, I like the Ring Magazine interview that Bomac did. He spoke about some things, spoke about the boots and Canelo sparring. He ain't too moved by it, He ain't too moved by it. My bad, y'all, man. I don't know. Power went out. First time my lights flickering and stuff. Know what's going on. Maybe that's a sign to wrap up. But Look, man, shout out to everybody in the building. Much love, much appreciation to everybody, man. Always rocking out with your boy. Shout out to everybody pulling up the bill with me on this late live, man. I know how we do, man. But yeah, we're gonna build some more, man. Like I said, probably gonna have a special guest for tomorrow, y'all. So y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all stay tuned, man. Keep supporting. Double tap the screen. Appreciate all the support. Everybody that tuned in tonight, much love, man. Enjoy rest of this night. Well, it's the next day now, but y'all make sure y'all turn y'all notifications on. Share the live. Tap in for the build for tomorrow. And we gonna keep getting to it, y'all. So with that, man, much love to everybody. Appreciate you. And I'll see all of y'all tomorrow. Peace to the fam.
Representing Brick City, finding those levels too. Look at that 4-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meeting him with straight left hand.
Oh, there's a knockdown.